The headline, Princess Charlotte Collapses and is Taken by Catherine to the Hospital, announces a significant event impacting the British royal family and triggering widespread public concern. While the headline itself is concise, a detailed paraphrase requires speculation about the context, the potential causes of the collapse, the reactions of the royal family and the public, and the broader implications for the monarchy. This analysis will explore these potential aspects, acknowledging the inherent limitations of speculating on an event with limited publicly available information. The initial reaction to such a headline would undoubtedly be one of alarm and concern. Princess Charlotte, a young member of the royal family, is a significant public figure, and any news of her illness would naturally generate considerable anxiety and speculation. The immediate response would likely involve a surge in media coverage, social media discussions, and public expressions of concern and well-wishes. The initial reaction would be alarm and concern. The next stage would involve a rush to gather information. News outlets would scramble to obtain details about the incident, including the location, the time, the circumstances surrounding the collapse, and the nature of Princess Charlotte's condition. Royal correspondents would attempt to contact palace officials for statements, while social media would be flooded with speculation, rumors, and expressions of concern from the public. The next stage would involve a rush to gather information. Depending on the severity of the situation, the royal family's response would vary. A relatively minor incident might result in a brief statement from the palace, assuring the public that Princess Charlotte is receiving medical attention and is in stable condition. A more serious incident, however, could lead to a more significant public response, potentially including a press conference or a more detailed statement from palace officials. The royal family's response would vary depending on severity. The cause of Princess Charlotte's collapse would be a matter of intense speculation. Possible causes could range from a relatively minor illness, such as dehydration or a fainting spell, to a more serious medical condition requiring extensive treatment. Medical professionals might offer hypothetical explanations based on the limited information available, while the public would likely speculate based on their own experiences and understanding of childhood illnesses. The cause of the collapse would be intensely speculated upon. The role of Catherine, Princess of Wales, in the situation would be crucial. The headline indicates that Catherine took Princess Charlotte to the hospital, highlighting her immediate response and her role as a mother. This would likely be emphasized in media coverage, portraying Catherine as a caring and devoted mother acting swiftly to protect her daughter. Catherine's role would be crucial. The public's reaction would be multifaceted. There would likely be widespread expressions of concern and well wishes for Princess Charlotte, with many people offering prayers and support for her and her family. However, there might also be criticism of the royal family's handling of the situation, particularly if information is withheld or if the response is perceived as slow or inadequate. The public's reaction would be multifaceted. The broader implications for the monarchy would depend on the severity of Princess Charlotte's condition and the royal family's response. A minor incident might have little long-term impact, but a more serious event could raise questions about the monarchy's transparency, its ability to handle crises, and the health of its younger members. This could also reignite debates about the role of the monarchy in modern society and the pressures faced by its members. The broader implications would depend on severity and response. The ethical considerations surrounding media coverage of such an event would be significant. News outlets would face pressure to balance the public's right to know with the need to respect the privacy of the royal family and to avoid sensationalizing a potentially sensitive situation. The potential for misinformation and the ethical responsibility of reporting accurately and responsibly would be paramount. The ethical considerations would be significant. In conclusion, the headline Princess Charlotte Collapses and is Taken by Catherine to the Hospital announces a potentially significant event with far-reaching implications. While the limited information available necessitates speculation, the potential scenarios range from a minor incident to a major crisis, each with its own set of consequences for the royal family, the public, and the monarchy's image. The ethical considerations surrounding media coverage and public reaction would also be crucial in shaping the narrative surrounding this event. Further information would be needed to fully understand the situation and its ramifications.